Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Karishma and today's video is going to be very special because in this video I am going to share my journey of learning English. This is one of the most requested video. I have received a lot of emails from you guys and you really wanted to know that from where I have started learning this language, what was my first step, whether I have learned the all grammatical things or I directly started speaking. There are so many questions in your mind. I'm gonna clear each and every question of yours today. So yeah, be in the video till the end and I'm giving you a surety if you will watch this entire video. At the end of the video, you will feel motivated, your confidence will surely enhance, and the third and most important thing is that you are going to learn a lot of tips for improving your English. This is the way which I have improved. So without getting any further delay, let's get started. So yeah, my journey started from the government school like Sarvodaya Kanya Bal Vidyalaya. I have completed my 12th from there and it was in Hindi, and I used to be a very weak child in English since my childhood actually. I never get good grades in my school even, and I had to struggle for getting 33 marks for clearing the exam. To be frank, this was the struggle, and it was very pathetic. So however, I have got 78% marks in my 12th grade, and luckily I have got admission in one of the good college of DU, Delhi University, and it was like Deshbandhu Gupta College in Delhi. And you know what, when I got admission in that college, I decided to choose the language English. I was thinking that okay, whatever has done has done. Now I will choose the medium of my writing English so that I can improve, because when I was in the 12th grade I have realized a lot of things that yes, English is actually important. So I tried it. I give first year exam and I have got failed in 3 or 4 exams I think after choosing the medium English. So again I have to rechange, and again I was like back to Hindi, and I got my degree in 2009 and I was the second topper of my college, and it's all because of Hindi. Hindi is our Matrabhasha. We should not forget it, and we should not discourage Hindi. So yeah, I was so happy that I was the second topper. But you know what, the real journey started after that, when I have got selected for an interview, and it was a call center. Yeah, my first job was in the call center. However, that is not an English call center. It was a Hindi call center. Still I have realized that there is a huge salary difference in my salary and my team leader salary, and the reason is only one. He used to speak good English. He used to communicate with all the clients in English, and I was like not able to even start a communication in English. I was really weak that time. To be frank, I was really weak. It's okay, I started realizing that how English is important. From the day from that company, I have actually started thinking that yes, English is important, but I did not take any positive step for learning it. I realized the importance only, but I did not took any step to improve the language. I didn't do anything. After that, I have again changed the call center job and worked with a CA firm. Actually, there was no such requirement of English language, but yes, in that company I have learned how to draft an email. I did not even know that how you should draft, because my writing was really bad. Generally what happened, the students or the people who cleared their exam like in Hindi, but they're still good in their writing skill. The only problem with us, like we Indian, we have this hesitation problem. We have this we always scared of making mistake. We know everything. We are good with our grammar. We can write a good essay. We can write a good paragraph. We can get good marks in English subject. But when it comes to speaking, we always start fumbling. We always have this fear. No, I can't speak. Even though you can speak. If you can write well, you can speak well. It's all about your hesitation. It's all about to coming out of your comfort zone. This is my perception. Maybe it's not true, but personally I feel it. So in my case, the problem was like I was not even good in my writing. So first I need to improve that also, because if I will improve my writing, I know how to construct a sentence. So I started from writing. After that, I again changed the job and worked with a law firm, and I have worked with that law firm for around 6 years, and this was the life-changing company for me because that's the company where I have to communicate with the people from Chennai, and they generally either speak like Telugu or they can speak English. They did not know Hindi. So initially it was really difficult. You won't believe, when I talked with them, he started speaking English, and that English is in a like different manner. If Chennai people speaks English, it's kind of different. I couldn't actually understand. I felt like very difficult to communicate with them because they did not know Hindi. Even I started telling them something, a few words in Hindi, they said, no, we don't know any other language. Either you have to speak in English or like in Telugu. So forcefully I have to communicate them within English. And it was really the difficult part. So this is how I've started speaking. That was the first time when I've started speaking. That's not on regular basis. It's like sometime when I've got a call from Chennai people and I have to tell the plan of our company, of a product, or whatever I was doing there. I had to explain that in English. So this was the starting. Even though I did not know speaking, I tried to communicate. I tried, like, with the broken words. I did not feel ashamed. I did not feel fear. I don't know, the confidence has like self-built, inbuilt. I have this inbuilt confidence, and that I don't feel hesitant or nervous. Even though I know that I was speaking really bad English that time, I was not like. After that, when I got married, I have decided that now I have to do something for learning this language. One more thing I forgot to tell you, that after clearing my 12th, I have enrolled myself in a British Council English something. I don't remember the name, but it's kind of British Council. So that was a 2-month course, and the fee was like 4,000 or 5,000 something in that time. I think in 2009 or maybe before that. So you know what, when I went there, I have seen a lot of people, they are very good in their writing. That is when I've realized that people are actually good in their writing skill. They have good grammar knowledge, but the problem is only speaking. On the other hand, I was quite confident in terms of speaking. Even though when I've got admission there, on the second day when my tutor asked me to speak something, I started. I did not feel hesitant. I did not think in that way that what other people will think, because I know all are same. We all are Indians. We all are coming here for learning. Nobody is going to judge you there. So I have started practicing, and that also helped me a little bit. From that day, I have learned a few tenses, grammar, especially the conversation, debates, and this kind of things. But generally what I feel, that these 2 months courses are not beneficial for everyone. It's all depends upon the person to person. A person has to be confident first, then only they will be able to learn something. If they are not confident, they are not feeling, if they feel hesitant all the time, they won't be able to explain themselves. So yeah, I was not still I was not fluent that time. So my actual journey started after I've got married. I have started watching a lot of YouTube videos. I have started from Hindi vlogs, and then I again changed those Hindi vlog into English vlogs. The first thing is that I've started watching English vlogs. Second thing is, like, I have downloaded few applications for writing skills also. I have never mentioned in my any of video that I did writing practice also, and this is through the applications like Duolingo, Grammarly. There are many applications I have installed in that time, and I used to practice like exercise. I have this habit at the time of sleeping, or whenever I feel free, I used to solve exercises so that my structure or a little bit grammar can improve, because as I told you that I was not really good with my grammar. So I tried this exercise practice, and I did it for a very long time. It's not like for 2 days, 3 days, but I was consistent with it. Even though I took a gap, but still I was consistent, and I did it for a long period of time. And after that, I started watching YouTube videos. YouTube videos helping me a lot, because I have this habit. Whenever I listen something, I started repeating that content again. So when I started watching Alina Rai's videos, I started to copy her. I start imitating her. Even though while she is speaking, I started speaking at the same time. I have this habit. I know I am getting very expressive because I'm sharing this with you, and it was like it was like very it was the time when I feel changes in myself. I started feeling that I'm getting more confidence, and I'm more expressive. I am able to express myself. So this was the first step. After that, I started self speaking. As I told you, at the night when I do solve grammar exercise, I do my self speaking practice also. For example, whenever I was thinking like any story or any incident, my past incident, the moment I've realized that I need to do it in English, I changed the thinking process. I started thinking in English forcefully. Initially it will not happen, you have to force yourself. I forced myself to think in English, then only it happens. Initially it was not happening. Always I started with my mother tongue, but I end up in English. This was the good habit I adopted years back. And while I was doing those things, I feel that I'm getting more good words to explain. Instead of speaking, I'm getting good words when I thinking in my mind, because I can replace those words instantly. Whenever I'm not getting any word, I can think for a longer time, and I'll get a good word. And then I start speaking. I used to speak like on any topic, any random topic. This is my habit. I used to talk, self talk. It's still there. I speak whenever I feel like speaking. Yeah, I love speaking actually. And if I don't find a person for speaking with me, I started talking to myself. And I think this is the way I have learned this language. Yes. So I did it. Also, I did writing practice. I used to write a paragraph and check it in Google Translator, and I've realized that okay, at this place I have to use was instead of were. I have to use is instead of something else. So Google Translator also helps me, and it helps me a lot, because initially when I did not know drafting email, I took help from the Google Translator, because when I was in the law firm, I have to do legal drafting, and I was not really good in my grammar, as I told you. So I always write a paragraph. It took a lot of time, and then I check that paragraph in Google Translator, correct that paragraph, and then again put it in my drafting. And that drafting again has to be checked by senior advocates. That time I was not an advocate. I did my advocacy after my experience. So for those 5 years I was not an advocate. I was a simply graduate, and I've learned a lot of things there. I learned the drafting, legal drafting, and after that I've applied for a law degree. So when I applied for LLB, it was a kind of a very good thing happened to me, because I chose the medium of my writing English, and luckily I was able to clear all my exams in English. I have never failed in any of my exam, because by the time I have applied for LLB, I was actually good in my writing skills. And obviously initially for clearing any exam you need writing only, not speaking. So just because that I worked with that law firm, I have learned and gained confidence, and my writing was little improved. And that is the reason that when I've applied for LLB, I cleared all my exams in English and without getting fail. My percentage was not really good. It was only 65 or 68% something. But I've got my degree, and thereafter I've started my own practicing, and gradually I have improved this language. It's not in a one day, in a month, or in a year. It took a lot of time. I have faced a lot of challenges. It was always my desire to work with the event companies, which I couldn't do because of my English, and I feel embarrassment also some places. I don't want to discuss that, because my motive is to motivate you, not to discourage you. And I always want you to be motivated. If you will be motivated, if you are confident, you can do anything you want in your life. You can achieve anything you want in your life. It's not only about English. I'm talking about in general. If you have any other desire, if you want to do anything, just be confident for that particular thing. You should be confident that yes, you can do it, and I'm giving you surety that you will be able to do it. And you know what, after my marriage, then Mitansh has come, and I've started practicing with him. This is the time when I've learned lots of things. Writing was already better by the time of my marriage and kid. And after that I've started speaking at my home. Initially when I started, it feels sometimes embarrassment, like what other people will think about me, why am I showing off, why am I speaking English. But I continue it. I did not think in that way that what other people are thinking. I just started communication in English with my kid only, and we both used to watch daily used videos, sentences. This is how my sentence structure was good. The one thing which I've never did in order to learn English, and that is like reading. I never gave much focus on reading. However, I've read a few novel from Chetan Bhagat during my teenage, because I love romantic novel actually. This was the reason. It was not for improving my English, it was only for the entertainment. But now recently I've started reading books as well, because they are also very important. Because I have realized that the language I'm speaking is broken language. It's not precise, it's not concise, and it doesn't look professional. So if you want to get some professionalism in your language, then you must have to read your books. You will get such a good words from those books, and you will be able to apply them in your conversation. If you will, regular reader, you will ultimately remember those words, and you will be able to enhance your communication skills, your pronunciation, as well as your vocabulary. So reading books is also important. Do not miss this part in your journey. If you are on your English learning journey, just be consistent. The first thing is you should be consistent. You should include all the sources of learning. You should not only depend on the one thing. You should do writing as well. You should solve exercises. You should read books as well. You should do speaking practice as well. And my favorite one is like to speaking in phone while recording a video, because when you are talking to yourself, you can record your video and you can watch that video later on. You can find your mistakes. This is the best way of improving. And these conversational videos are really good these days. You have so many options. You can use any application for learning English. As I started using after Mitanj, obviously I did not find anyone to speak with me, so I use Ace Fluency application. I got 25 minutes free talk time daily. I utilize that while walking. It was really good. And these days you already know that what am I doing. I'm reading books, I'm listening audiobooks, podcast, or there are many things I'm doing these days. Yeah. So this is all about my journey. I just want you to be motivated. If a girl who is very weak in grammar, in speaking, if I can learn English, you can learn too, because I know your grammar is much better than me. Still, if you will ask me to write a paragraph or an essay, I will do a lot of grammatical errors. Still, I'm not really good with my writing. However, my spoken has improved only because of the communication, because I used to practice on clapping, Ace Fluency, or many other applications. This is how I am improving in speaking, but my writing is still same. Not really good with my writing. So yeah, you can also do your practice. And yeah, it took me 1.5 years almost, 1.5 years or 2 years you can say, to become fluent in this language. And earlier I was really bad. I never get good marks in my any of English exam. And yeah, this is all about my journey. If you like this journey, then please hit the like button and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell button so that you will get the notification of my next video, and watch my other videos too. And if you really want to improve your English, just watch my conversational video. They will be surely helpful, because I learn in that way. I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos. I've listened a lot of content in English, and this is how I have developed this habit of speaking. Yeah, so you can also do it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.